Okay. Hello.
Right there.
Hello.
Right there.
The ornamentation of this conversation is freaking me out.
Ornamentation?
Yeah.
The fuck did he just say?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless podcast. This will be for Wednesday, January 8th, 1st of 2020, the HollingsWorthless podcast / program. As always, I'm your host, Big Irish J. Hollingsworth, and we have the, I don't know what we call you. You're not the mascot. That's Phil, but Phil's not here. We call you the, I don't know.
The ring bearer?
The gem.
The gem?
The troll?
The cherub? The loved youth?
Bill Laskowski, we'll just call him that. Bill Laskowski, always been on here, friend of the podcast, also part of the Meat Sweats podcast. And our guest who's freaking out. Our guest today, we're popping his podcast cherry.
True.
Drake Holliday.
I have a hard time looking you in the eyes.
You don't have to look at the camera.
Okay.
Are you like freaking right now?
No.
Are you on any drugs right now?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's residual effects.
So, Drake is a local comic here in Phoenix.
True.
Jesus, this podcast is going to be 6 hours long.
What a
This podcast
rocky
is going to be on the rails.
Yeah. How long have you been doing stand-up, Drake?
2 years and a half.
Questions get harder from here, bro. So 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I met Drake at the CB Live mic. That was the first time we met, right? Or was it somewhere else?
We might have met at This Week Sucks Tonight once before that.
Okay. All right. And local comic and I think we all love Drake.
Yeah, he's just... I mean, everybody calls him E-Break because he's the guy that derails a conversation like completely. But it's like in the funnest, like most dumb, innocent way possible. Like it's never malicious.
Yeah.
It's like you just got a real knack for being not only an idiot but like a really lovable idiot. Like, and that's a hard quality to have in today's day and age. Like, not everybody loves idiots anymore.
Very likable on stage. Yeah. He's like, this will be dating myself. If you've seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High, he's like Jeff Spicoli.
Yeah, you are.
You have no idea who that is, right?
No idea. Oh, it's a great movie. There was movie boobs in that movie. You should go watch that movie.
The best.
Great movie boobs.
You gotta look it up. Jeff Spicoli. Are you still with us?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Good job.
Whoa, what was that?
Water bottle.
Jesus. All right. Drake just this is already going off the rails. So we at the CB Live mic, which is every Monday, the mic runs 7:30. Well, now it's about to move to 7, but it usually runs about an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we stay
12
after.
comics.
Pardon me?
12 spots.
Yes.
Plus 3 book spots.
And then afterwards, we call it the hang. We're there till 1 usually. The last one, I was not last night, but couple back, we were there till 3 a.m.
That was one of the best yet, for sure.
Yeah, it's all the not all the comics, but a lot of the comics would stick around, and Casey's there, and we fucking shoot the shit, and
that's where you fell in love with Drake.
I'm the one that gave him the E-Break name.
Yeah.
I do like the nickname. I have to admit it's a solid nickname.
E-Break Drake.
Dude, I met Drake when he early on when he first started, he was coming around with this kid named Avery Jingry, who's just a fucking
Average Angry.
Avery Jingry,
wait, what's his first name?
Avery.
Avery.
And
He's
then his last
very
name is Jingry.
Okay, Avery Jangry.
Jingry.
Okay.
Anyway,
shout out to Avery.
Shout out to Avery. He's not in a good place. Like he's just. So that you can go a couple people can go directions, and Avery decided to just party, and Drake, honestly, you have kind of taken a corner where you're focused on stand up, you're obviously growing on stage and kind of figuring out your voice and everything. So it's cool to see where you are.
Yeah, Avery's a young guy. He's a teenager, so he's got.
How old are you?
23.
Oh,
Avery just turned 18.
Gotcha.
He was in high school when he started.
Damn.
So
nice.
I mean, he still is in high school, and he's just I mean, everybody would just treat him like their little brother and just get him fucked
And he's
up.
all on drugs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People giving some fucking kid drugs.
Because comics are assholes. Like, I never did. I fucking broke that kid's cigarettes.
Good.
I was that old
Good
man.
little responsible Billy.
I know. I'm trying.
So where was the first place you ever went up?
Comedy Underground in Seattle.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know. I'm from Wenatchee, Washington, which
What's
is
Snatchy?
Snatch, man. It's between Seattle and Spokane. And I drove over to Seattle you might know the guy. His name's Jack.
Jack.
Yeah, you might
Wait.
know this guy. His name's Jack.
Wait, Jack in Washington State?
Yes.
Could you be a little more vague?
Well, because I know you've done stuff up around
Yeah,
the Pacific
he's a
Northwest.
comic.
He ran the open mic at the Comedy Underground on Mondays, I think, and
Jack. Oh, no.
he'd always wear like really nice clothes.
I can't remember his last name, but I remember that he wore real nice threads.
I should know this. I don't know though.
He definitely had a bespoke.
It's probably going to bug
subscription.
me if he hears this and is like, "Yo, it's me, Jack. I'm Jack." I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm also tired from New Year's, which we'll talk about. But
Long drives.
Yeah.
But went up. They did. It's like everyone throws their name in a bucket, and then the people pick the people that get to go up. It's not like a drawn thing.
who picks?
They cherry pick it.
Jack and them.
All right.
Most bucket mics kind of do that though. Like there's a little bit of like pad in the bucket, so to speak.
I don't think it's CB Live.
No, I don't think there is any at CB Live.
I mean, he may throw up. Like Casey might. Throw
Well,
me
yeah,
up
he
if I-
puts
yeah.
it, but he'll put you in a spot. You know, like that mic. If he wants to put somebody on to see them,
Yeah.
like he has the ability to just put them on a spot.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so they picked your name.
Well, no, I was like, hey, I just drove like 2.5 hours. This is my first time ever doing stand up. Could I please maybe go up? And they were cool. They obliged and said, yeah. And so I went up, and it went okay.
Do you remember any of your first jokes?
The first joke was a literary reference, which bombed.
Wait, wow, God, let's hear it.
It was a little bit about me. In my spare time, I like to burn copies of Fahrenheit 451.
Jesus.
It didn't go over?
It was very silent in the room.
Fucking dummies. Was there any comics there that you remember that you befriended?
Eden.
What the? Eden Alt?
Eden Alt.
I know Eden. You know Eden?
Eden did meth on my podcast.
What?
He was on meth on my podcast.
Oh, I thought you meant he did meth.
Well, he didn't.
He did it right before.
He didn't fucking pull the torch out on me.
Jesus. All right. Eden Alt.
Yeah, Eden Alt was up there at the time.
Crazy
and
character.
he was recording. He said he was going to record an album at one of a tiki bar they have up
He should name his album Alt's Right.
Boo!
I love it. He said he was going to record it. What?
They had like a tiki torch club up there
perfect.
in Seattle. And that's, but yeah, I just remember being like, oh, that dude's like recording an album. That's cool. And I don't know, Seattle, it was markedly different from Phoenix in that there was just a heavier tone of sadness that pervaded the open mic.
So there was like it was every comic on the lineup had a suicide joke, not just like 5.
Suicide and, the
Or
bad.
went through with it. Did you do any other places up in Seattle?
No.
Because they have
that one?
Capitol Hill.
Pretty
and-
shortly after that, I moved down to Arizona.
So so you were 21-ish when you started?
120, yeah.
Your eyes are fucking so dilated. And
I can't help but think.
I got bad
did
eyes,
he
dude.
do ecstasy before he came here?
I got weak eyes, that's all.
weak eyes?
Weak eyes, they're fucking more open than any eyes I've ever seen.
It's the musculature and stuff.
You know, it helps with those glasses.
You're right.
All right, so you were 21, you started in Seattle, and then what were you working? What were you doing in Seattle?
I was living at Wenatchee at the time still, and
Were you working?
yeah, busboy.
Okay,
at a,
that was
at
my
a
question.
restaurant.
Busboying?
Yeah.
All right, and then what made you move here? Why'd you move here?
Well, we have family down here over in Albuquerque and over in Phoenix, and I moved down here to save some money and live with family.
Gotcha. No, that's great.
Yeah.
And so you've been here then about two years.
Yes.
All right. What do you think? How do you like Phoenix versus Washington?
Phoenix is cool because like people from all over the country live here, and so you get like the viewpoint of every state basically represented at like comedy open mics and stuff, and that's the
A
coolest
lot of
part
the red
about it.
ones.
I mean, it's not wrong. And people that moved here from liberal states are pretty fucking conservative themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
They're like, we're going to Arizona. They give everybody a gun when they move there.
And what are you working out here now?
Barnes and Noble.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah, you really? You give me a deal on some books?
I hawk books, dude.
You hawk some books?
Yeah, I'll get you.
Hey, book them up.
Yeah, book me up. Book me, Dano.
40, I get 40% off. It's pretty good.
Do you?
That's fucking dope,
It is.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On anything or just books?
Books.
just books. I'm down for some books. I like me some books. I like owning books.
Books on tape?
Books on tape are dope.
Books
dude.
on tape. I could hook you up with some of those. Vinyl records. We have the narwhal puppet. You know, there's
What about, I was going to say, what about toys? What can you do for me on some toy action?
mostly like, did you know Gundam is still a thing?
Yeah, I do. And honestly, I knew
Are
that.
you saying it's in style?
What? Gundam?
In style?
It's a fuck.
At Barnes and Noble.
Gundam style.
Oh, fuck.
So you're here. You're working at Barnes and Noble. You're doing your stand up, and
And that's
you're,
life. Yeah, it's good.
You're fucking loving it.
Yeah, just good.
Do I one of my favorite Drake stories? I don't work a day job really. I just kind of do odd jobs to make money.
This is one of my.
This is such a fun. This is such a fun day.
It was.
So there's this lady that I grew up with that taught at the college with my mom, and she has a house down here. She lost her teaching job in Missouri and moved back here. Her and her husband get here, and they have a fucking 24-foot U-Haul truck. They're like, we need help unloading this. It's basically it's our whole life.
Right.
And they did it twice, but so it put it like hey, I need someone's help to unload a truck on this day. It pays money. Like, who wants it in the Arizona Comedians group on Facebook? And one of the only motherfuckers that was like a dude to hit me, like, because I'm sorry, ladies that hit me up. I'm sorry, ladies that hit me up. You were too wafy.
Too what?
They were too wafy. They wouldn't have hung. And Drake hit me up.
Yo,
and I
how
was
do you
like,
know if you don't give him a chance?
It's very dusty and
because
dirty.
I've moved with
you
them.
know?
I've moved.
They would
I've
have been
moved
trying
both
to
of the
dust
women
the
that hit me up.
items
I
as
helped
we
them
were
move,
unloading
and
them.
I moved all their shit.
Yeah.
What did you? I don't know. What did you say, Drake?
I just said there was a lot of dust. They would have been trying to dust the items as we were unloading them. It was
Jesus.
Way to double down.
Should have just let me.
All right. So you got Drake. Drake replied.
So Drake replied, and I have him meet up with me. And it's just like, I don't want to fucking go do this. And like Drake doesn't. You didn't really want to be there right away either.
this was pre Barnes and Noble. I needed the
You needed the money. I needed the money too. I'm not gonna lie. So they show up. They're late, and then we start like working. And this lady's husband, I've known this lady my whole life. She's got like. She was a teacher at the college. I had her for class. I always wanted to bang her.
Oh, okay.
Like, always
Oh,
wanted to
boy.
bang her. Fucking shout out to Shanda.
Jesus. All right.
She's just a real nice lady.
What's Shanda's husband's name?
His name is Bill. So I felt like I could have
Bill
slipped in
and
there.
Shanda.
But anyway, she had always been, she was like divorcee like the entire time I've known her. And she met this guy, and this guy's like the fucking coolest dude that you've ever fucking met.
Okay.
Like, he's old Bama football fan. He's a retired cop, like
gotcha.
detective.
Ex-cop. Yeah.
And he's just like, he rides motorcycles.
I got you.
He's a nice.
Get back to this story. All right.
So we're unloading and everything, and Drake and this dude like just develop a love affair. Like, this dude falls in love with Drake head over heels.
Yeah.
Took my number down.
He did. He's like, I'm gonna call you. We're gonna have some Budweisers. Like, he was trying to like hang out with Drake, like trying to. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to like
Wait,
make.
is that the story?
Fucking let me finish.
Go. All right.
That was the story.
It was basically.
That was
That's
about
it?
it. That was pretty much it.
We
Oh,
It was a good bonding.
We got our
time.
hands
moved
dirty.
Stuff.
Jesus.
We did hard manual labor together.
You're like, I got this great story about Drake.
This is my favorite Drake story. That's where I really like. I became a Drake fan.
Bill
in
and I
that.
had a good day together.
We had a great day. We made a lot of money too.
And
Like,
they
they were
did.
very
They
generous.
shelled out.
They were
That's
very
good.
generous.
Now, have you with stand-up, two and a half years in, roughly two and a half years. Have you done any weekend shows or guest spots at any of the clubs?
I did a showcase at Stand Up Live one time.
Oh, right.
Did not have the best set. Casey was very forward with me about that, which is I appreciate. And next time, if the opportunity arises, I'll try to do better. You know?
Why do you think you didn't have a good set?
I don't know. I did some kind of hack. Maybe some of the bits were a little hacky. Like I did something about when I'm older, I'm a poor young white man. When I'm older, I'd like to be a rich old one, a Ritz cracker, so to speak. A little bit hacky. It's hackney.
I like the 451, but I like the 451 joke better.
Now, what did you? Because this is January 8th, so this is the first episode of the year. What did you guys do for New Year's Eve, I should say?
I had a beautiful New Year's at home with my cat and my dog, and we did not watch the ball drop at all or anything. We watched Star Wars, The Clone Wars, the animated series, and I smoked a lot of weed and I ate a mushroom. It was great.
Man, I've never done an edible or like a mushroom or any of that.
Just one, just for a little tickle.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that. What'd you do, Drake?
I'd been working a lot. I just wanted a night at home. I didn't even drink.
You're like, I don't even want to look at a book.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes.
I was at LA Comedy Club. Our show got done at about 10. Craig Robinson dropped in, and
what was that like?
Craig's great.
Yeah.
And if you've never seen Craig's show, it's the best way to explain it's like a party. I mean, it's insane. So he, for basically 2 or 3 hours, he did a concert and he did comedy with it, the music and stuff.
The keyboard.
Played songs, requests. He would, people singing along. It was awesome. And then, celebrated with everybody at the LA Comedy Club at midnight. And then by 12:20, I was in my bed, ready to go to bed.
Attaboy.
And I did. Yeah,
Attaboy.
I passed out.
So you were like, I'll make it to. It was 20. I mean, if it's 2020, you felt like obligated. You're like, I have to.
You had to drink
be
though.
awake.
Did you?
I got hammered.
That was that night, or was
No, that was Sunday or Saturday night.
Okay,
that was Saturday night.
So you tell us about getting hammered because you don't normally get hammered.
Yeah, so I had placed a bet or made a bet with Matt Chavez. Matt Chavez, who runs the LA Comedy Club, great dude, and
great hair.
Great hair.
Love his hair. Love Matt.
Suck his dick.
Yeah, well.
So Matt and I, or Matt knows I don't usually get hammered. So I was like, all right, we'll do a bet on the Pats game. He's like, the Titans are going to win. I was like, there's no way. Oh God, which they did. So I was like, all right, I'll get hammered. If the Pats lose, I'll get hammered. And I told him basically, you put it in front of me, and I will drink it as long as it's not tequila.
Why not tequila?
Because it'll make me throw up
instantly. You just had
last time. I remember I went out on a birthday with a bunch of buddies, and I tell them the same thing. I was like, I'll drink whatever, just not tequila. They got me a shot or this thing called the Four Horsemen.
Oh, yeah.
Which had tequila in it.
Yeah.
So I smelled it. And it's the Four Horsemen. It's 4 alcohols. It's like vodka, whiskey, tequila, and gin.
It's usually Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, and then
Cuervo or
Jose Cuervo.
Okay, so they hand me this 4 shots in this glass, and I smell it, and I'm like, that smells like tequila. I was like, is there tequila? And they're like, no, man, no. I was like, I'm telling you, I can't do tequila. They're like, no, it's not tequila. Quit being a pussy. All right. I go like this. I take the drink. As I'm bringing the glass down from my lips, I start throwing up.
Oh, my gosh.
Just like that. I'm like,
okay.
And like they're laughing, and I still have it coming out of my, and I'm like, I fucking told you I can't drink tequila.
But what is the night? Because there had to have been a night that caused this tequila reaction.
Yeah, I don't remember because I used to drink tequila. I remember me and my buddy Yates.
Until that one night.
And then I don't even remember. I probably blacked out from it. But yeah, even the smell of it, I'm just like, ugh.
My
God.
tequila night happened in the Hooters Hotel in Las Vegas, and I threw up in an elevator for like the entire ride.
In an elevator?
Yeah.
You just stayed there?
Well, I got off when I got to my floor, obviously, but it was just I went and hid in an elevator because I had to pee. I was on the casino floor.
Oh God!
I threw up. I threw up all over myself too.
Can you drink tequila now?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Can you drink tequila?
Were you like throwing up?
Yep. Okay, I'll take that.
Oh,
Take that one.
God.
We had a New Year's. I think it was I was either New Year's or my friend's birthday
Talking to
in
your mic.
Bellingham, Washington, a couple of years ago.
Yep.
I was drinking. We were drinking tequila. We had a bottle of Jose Cuervo or whatever, and we took the label off. And then my friend Garrett drew an upside down question mark on it, and put a label called mystery juice. And he was like, "It's mystery juice." And I thought that was so fucking funny that like I ended up getting hammered off of it just because I thought it was hilarious. And like I was standing by the door as people would come in, and I'd be like, "Hey, you want a shot of mystery juice?" And it was so funny how many guys were like, a lot of guys were like, "Nah," but some guys were like, "All right, I'm down." You know, no girls wanted a
Probably
shot.
think there's a roofie in it.
You want some instant date rape juice?
No girls wanted the mystery juice, but I ended up getting belligerent, being carried upstairs because I was blacked out, and then I fell down the stairs that night.
Going down?
So, can you drink tequila?
Yeah,
You still can?
vodka's the one that I
Vodka's
can't.
your
Vodka's,
kryptonite.
yeah, it's the devil. I don't.
But with me and Matt having this bet, so I come in, the show's about to start, and the Pats have just lost, and Matt's just like, he's like, sorry, buddy. I mean, he was cool about it, you know. He's like, and that's fine. So I was like, all right, let's go. So I started off with a double shot of Jack, and then he loves Jaeger. So I did a shot of that.
Can't do Jaeger.
Went on stage. Yeah, it's disgusting.
I still
but
like it. Yeah.
went on stage. Then I got off stage and kept doing shots of Jack. I probably did, I don't know, between 8 or 10 shots. And then, in the span of about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
It's a little bit, big guy. It's
Yeah.
a little bit.
And then what else? Somebody else got me, I think Trix got me some drink. I don't remember a lot. And then the next day, though, I was tired, but not. Dude, the thing that trips me out is my pops, and this will be a thing like maybe commenting more on age than anything. My dad, he puts him down. He's alcoholic, whatever you want to say. So I asked him one time. I'm like, when you go out, what's like your drink of choice? And my dad goes, I like to mix it up. I like to have fun. Do like 10 or 12 different drinks, you know. And and I'm like, you mix alcohols like white, brown? He's like, oh yeah, I like to have fun. And then
That's the secret.
And then my next question to him immediately was like, you don't get heartburn? And he's like, nah. I was like, that's an old man stomach. I would get. I got to down like 1 Tums for every 2 shots.
Pre-World War II steel stomach.
Dude.
You know, a lot of nickel in it.
Dude, I can't imagine. Just God.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Regularly mixing hard alcohol.
I think that's like the old wives' tale of like, if you like rub some dirt on it or whatever, you know, you just mix them all the time, you'll develop an immunity.
Yeah, what are they? It's
like injecting a little bit of snake venom. You just build up a tolerance.
I mean, he puts them down. I don't know. And then you threw up last night.
I threw up. I've had a really weak
Last
stomach. Night? Yeah, like at the mic.
It was when you went up. He was watching your set.
Just like,
it was like, oh God.
No, so I quit smoking, and I smoked and chewed for a long time. Like I've been chewing since I was 12 years old. Been smoking since I was 13.
Okay.
And I quit chewing like 6 months ago and was just smoking. Mm-hmm. And so then I went to a vape, and then I went back to cigarettes, and I went to a vape. I kept on so I finally was like, I need to find a way where I'm just done smoking. I found these little nicotine pouches that are just like a little like tissue pouch that has
what are they called?
The ones I chew are On.
Is that didn't they used to make those with tobacco, like chewing tobacco?
Yeah, well they make like
pouches.
They make like chew pouches that have like actual tobacco in them.
And this is different?
This is different. This isn't tobacco.
Oh, it's nicotine.
It's just nicotine.
Okay, gotcha.
But like when I chewed, I swallowed my spit.
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
I was a gutter.
Oh my God, dude.
Well, because spitters are disgusting. Like.
Oh yeah, but that's not.
I know, right? So,
I'll tell you, chew is another thing that
I
I'll
quit
throw up.
because I was like, I'm going to give myself fucking lip cancer or stomach cancer or something. And my teeth were starting to hurt, so it was just like, I got to stop this.
You're like, they look all right, but they hurt.
Dude, smoking was like another one too, where it's just like I wake up every day and feel like super short of breath and like super congested all the time. And so I've gone to these, and at least like my overall like mucus level, so to speak, has gone down. Like I feel better. Like my sinuses feel better and everything. So now it's like I gotta quit the nicotine stuff because these pouches make my stomach so sensitive.
Can you spit it?
I do. I typically do
spit.
because if I don't, like, it's harder on my stomach than the actual.
Why don't
chew
you just do a
was.
patch or
I've
gum?
I've tried the patches, and I have like a lot of times people that are smokers or chewers have not just the addiction to nicotine, but they also have an oral fixation.
I bet you do.
I love it.
Get a toothpick.
Toothpicks are ones people use. My plan is to switch to like lozenges or just regular gum.
Yeah,
you know,
A
and
piece of wheat.
and just.
I'm fucking Bill, man.
That's why we call him E-Break. E-Break Drake strikes
piece
again.
of wheat.
Piece of wheat.
But yeah, I used to, I mean, this is like, when I was 16, 17, I would chew. And I remember I swallowed it one time, or got sick from it. So I must have swallowed some of it. I remember I was at this mall and I just went into a dressing room, puked in there.
You puked in the dressing room?
Yeah. And
Nice.
then just shut it behind
Very
me.
classy.
And then we were at JCPenney and we were in the, I think my buddy was looking around at something, and I was just sitting in where they had the weights. I was just sitting on a bench waiting. Had to puke again. Just leaned over, puked in the weight bench area, and that was it. I was like, I'm done.
We had our heavyweight from the wrestling team. Like I wrestled, so like everybody in the wrestling team chewed. Like it's just par for the course. Like wrestlers chew.
Mm-hmm.
We had our heavyweight take a dip, and he's 285. And so he puts the chew in, and he literally like fucking gets dizzy and passes out, breaks my friend's bed.
Jesus.
Like just falls onto the bed, breaks the motherfucker like into pieces. His mom comes upstairs. We're all not 18. We're like 16 years old.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" Like, and so we were like, "Yeah, Donald took a dip."
Give me one.
So no, well, I mean, Barb was a hard woman.
Barb. Babs.
Shout out to Barb's.
Yeah. But I was going to tell you also with New Year's. So I got drunk on the Sunday. But that, dude, I just want to give a shout out to LA Comedy Club, Matt, Tricks, all those. Jack Jr. worked with him too. But this week we were there, or I was there the 30th through the 6th, and including even New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, the 1st. I thought for sure the 1st was going to be light. Dude, I think every show was sold out except for Sunday's show, but Sunday's was still packed.
That's crazy.
And dude, and it was these shows were fire. Like I think it's that thing where it's like, the man sharpens man like steel sharpens steel.
Yeah.
I think being around, because I know how much Tricks is a crusher, so it's like it's made me step my game up. And dude, we had did I tell you about the standing ovation thing?
No.
Dude, so I think it might have been on the 1st or the 2nd, but I'm on stage and I do my set, blah blah blah, and I'm in the zone, like I'm feeling it. I think it might have been Thursday's show. Anyways, good night. I get off stage. I come, and Tricks goes up. I get off stage, and Jay Reed. Do you know Jay Reed? He's part of the Bill Bellamy's Ladies Night Out tour. Really good comic, good dude. So I get off. I see Jay. I'm like, oh, what's up? He lives in Vegas. I'm like, what's up, Jay? And he goes, bro, you smashed that. I was like, oh, thanks, man. He goes, you got a standing ovation, right? I was like, what? He goes, yeah, you got a standing ovation. I was like, oh shit, I had no idea. Yeah. So then Tricks, I'm outside towards the end of Tricks' set, setting up my merch because I'm a whore.
Yep.
You get it. And so Tricks, good night. Tricks gets off, and then I guess Tricks got a standing ovation too, and he didn't know.
Double rainbow.
Yeah, and and then one of the comics there was saying like, yeah, people they never get standing ovations at the LA Comedy Club. So that
Who
was
the?
cool.
I mean, I've maybe seen one ever. I don't think actually no, I haven't. I haven't never seen an audience give a comedy show a standing ovation.
Filmed?
I don't think I filmed that one. I did film, but dude, every show
Didn't happen.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, who gives a shit? I remember there's this guy in Seattle named Hennigan, that's like a legend up there. He's been doing it forever, older guy. and he was talking about like people that talk about like the standing ovations always crushed and blah blah blah. And Hannigan just goes, I don't think I've ever got a standing ovation. He goes, I wouldn't know what to do if I did. I think I did something wrong. But yeah, it was a. Oh, and then fucking Trix took me to this place, Gayu Goku, dude, Japanese like it's you can do pay for all you can eat or whatever. But he was like, trust me, don't let me order. So he ordered so much shit, and it was only $60 total,
really,
which was crazy. But the thing they had there, oh my god, bacon that's breaded and then fried, and they call it bacon chips. And it's so fucking good, dude.
Like with like tempura flakes,
Bacon
like
chips.
fried.
Thinner
than tempura.
Yeah, but dude, and they give you a little bowl of salt. Oh, it's so good.
A bowl of salt.
Yes.
For your bacon chips, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, dude, it was
Like
so good.
like you need it, but
At that
you
place,
definitely
I'm
do.
I'm definitely going there again when I.
Can you get like a little side of like maple syrup? Maybe that sounds
maybe
really good.
I don't know. It
Fuck
was
with that. Pretty
and then
hard.
we also went me Trix, Justin Rivera, and Ron Jossel, and this young Vegas comic Paco. We went to this Korean barbecue joint that
Love me some Korean barbecue.
Well, we did all you can eat. It was like $25 each.
Really?
And after 3 hours of being there,
3?
we were at the 3 hour mark, and the guy comes up and goes, "Hey, are you guys gonna order any more?" And I go, "Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna order more." And he goes, "Oh, cause yeah, we kind of like." We're like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's kind of like." We might need the table. And we're like, I thought we did all you can eat. And he's like, yeah, but it's not like for however, it's just like a time limit. I'm like, we ate past your time limit. I've never heard that before.
Like, you can't wait till the next meal.
That's pretty funny,
Dude.
That's pretty funny. You ate through their time limit. Like,
it's not. It's
how
all you
fat
can
are
eat.
you?
Yeah, it's all you can eat, not how long you can eat. Yeah, dude, we couldn't believe it.
$25, we could just shack up here forever.
You got a 2-hour limit here. This is as many calorie as possible workout.
Dude, we ate so much there. I mean, it was.
Dude, you should do a sketch series and call it Cross Fat, where you eat for time.
Yeah. Cross fat. Yeah. That was how Jesus started. I'm going to hell.
Fucking yuck.
Oh my god. So bad. So bad. Now I know kind of where Bill's at in his career, so to speak, with stand up. And Billy's
garbage.
Nah, when are you featuring at House of Comedy?
Valentine's weekend.
Nice.
For Trevor K. Wilson, and I am super fucking jacked.
And then March.
And then
Mass.
March, we're doing Boston, baby.
Yes.
Watch out, New England. We're
What a
gonna put our
weekend.
dicks in you.
What a weekend in this town, though. By the way, Valentine's Day in Phoenix is nuts. That's
You have a lady?
no.
Have you
Well,
ever?
there's just a lot of shit going on here.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's when what you call it is too, isn't it? Phoenix Open, or it's around then?
All right. Oh, I think it might be around.
Golf thing.
Yeah.
I think the golf thing's around then. What your Barrett
But Phoenix
Jackson's
definitely
coming
opens up on Valentine's Day.
Barrett Jackson, the auto auction.
Wow.
That's coming up.
don't
There's a
know
lot
what
of
that
shit
is.
that goes on here in February.
And you're single, Drake?
Yes, sir.
For the ladies or guys, whatever. Now, what's your goals? You're two to 2.5 years in. What's your like short term, or what's your goals for 2020? Let's do that.
That's a good cue. Will you guys answer after I do?
I'll tell you mine. I got mine written down.
Where you go first?
I'll put it. I can. Oh, I just. Good
2020
promoter.
goal.
Oh, I have a Friday late, shouldn't I?
Jeez,
Sorry.
professional podcaster, Big Irish J. Hollingsworth here, everybody, on his phone, on his own goddamn show.
Sorry, I got a text from Casey. Got to respond to it. Okay, I'll tell you my. And then we'll. Do you have you written down goals?
I can go into some goals if you need me to.
I have mine. I'm just saying. Do you write yours down or?
I have it. The whiteboard at home, like in my little office by my drum set and stuff.
Nice.
I write my like affirmations, and then like what like I didn't just set health like professional goals this year. I set health goals. I set like better myself goals. Like I want to like it's a goal to practice drums more. Because I got a drum kit for free last
So
year.
we're doing your goals right now.
Yeah. I mean, you asked
Just
me.
a second.
Yeah.
I asked you if you had them. I didn't
Bill,
say fucking rattle them
I
off.
could give you some like drum.
You know how to drum?
Yeah, I have a drum set.
For real?
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Yeah, if you-
See, Bona Fortuna. Like, it was great.
Barfatuna?
Bona Fortuna. It was,
yeah, I've been playing drums
Or
almost for
Barfatuna.
like 10
Really?
years. So yeah, we could jam.
No shit.
Ooh.
Drakey, I fucking have an even new love for you. Like, we're going to be drum buddies.
We'll paradiddle it up sometime.
yeah, dude. I have no, like, technical
You and I will
skills.
be a pair of diddles.
I don't know how I feel about that statement. I feel like we might have to register on a website.
For 2020, I want to become physically stronger. That's like my number one goal.
You gonna come to work out with me?
Yeah, dude.
There you go. Work out.
unload-
I've been going to the gym. I've been starting, like, that was another thing, is like I used to do a lot of powerlifting. I want to get back into powerlifting, but not like go crazy with it. Just kind of just do it to feel good.
You got to
because
start
it made
somewhere.
me feel good.
You're kind of starting at the bottom, so you're like
Yeah.
a power bottom.
Yeah. I mean, I've been called worse. Power bottoms
Power
get
full bottom.
You got any others? Or any other that you can remember?
So, like, professionally, we're doing 5 festivals this year. And my goal is so I'm producing 5 festivals this year. My goal is to perform on 3.
Okay.
And then
If you produce them, shouldn't you be able to just say, I'm
it's not how it works all the time, buddy. It's not how it works all the time. But anyway, obviously we're going on tour, so that's like that's a goal that I had is to go on tour and to, like, just in general start getting out of Phoenix more with stand up, because it's like
maybe move.
maybe that's a goal for 2020 is to move to a certain something place and certain something places. More to come on that, but yeah, for sure the move is definitely a goal for 2020. And just expansion of my toolkit, you know.
Yes.
Like you and I talked about this, of like it's one thing to just be a good comic, but like if you're dangerous in other areas of entertainment, like you're working to sell yourself.
Yes.
So that's what we're doing, dude. Like at the end of the day, like the fucking gray matter occupying the space between your ears is what you're selling. Like, you're selling what you can come up with your brain and how you can portray yourself. So
Take my blood. You know?
yep.
Please.
Take my blood. Take my cum.
Take my blood, please. Some of them are overlapping with yours. Get in shape, lose weight.
Yeah.
I got that. I'm doing keto. I just started keto after I fucking ate at those things all week.
I was gonna say we got to do a churrascaria. We should go to one of the Brazilian barbecue.
Oh.
We got to do that.
Dude,
like,
they got mustard steak and shit like. Oh, okay.
Eat a lot of avocados too.
the next time, let's set like a goal to do like a cheat day, so we go hard on like a diet.
Well, I mean, it's all meat there, right?
Yeah, it is, but
Well,
still,
then,
but we're gonna kill
The
it.
cheese biscuits.
Yeah,
though,
we're gonna
that's how
kill.
we
We're
try
gonna
to
kill
fuck
it too much.
All right. So lose weight, get in shape, keto, joke a week. I'm starting joke a week this year.
Great.
Fucking love that
Yeah.
concept. That's a fun concept.
52 jokes. Yeah.
What'd you say?
Then you get 52 jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gonna start another podcast about, like, I don't know, like ghosts, paranormal. You know. Okay.
That's
yeah.
That's,
I mean, that's all you gotta say. That's
Slap ham.
Yeah.
This is gonna be slap spam.
Try and get to 100,000 followers on IG. That's a one thing.
That's a fucking
Huge,
goal.
lofty one. Yeah. Get my stand up on TV, and what I mean by that, I don't know in what context. I don't know if it's like a late night set or
Comedy Central type
Put
thing.
something, or
Special. Or,
and even if it's
whatever.
just a bit or something, but something on TV. Get a part in a movie.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bit part. I'm the fucking bouncer at somewhere, Mob Muscle. Move. I put officially move, but basically officially get an apartment or something, residence somewhere. And
have an address.
Yeah. And so there's my goals for 2020.
I love it.
Yeah. And I have it as my first thing on my
That's like your
notes when
Yeah.
it's the red. So I'll always see it.
Keep going.
Okay, so you say maybe be a bouncer in a movie, but like, what would one that you would really feel more like you want?
Well, I've never thought of myself as like when it would come to like movie or acting that I was going to be like the main thing. I always would be like the buddy or like the mob muscle or a bouncer or like a bit part. I'm a side character. I'm not the main character. I don't think I'm like a leading man. Plus, I don't have like acting training. So, I mean, I don't know if I could pull off something like if I was the
Well, and that was
man.
another goal I had too, and we had mentioned that was
Taking an acting class.
class, but it's like when you do that, like I've heard other comics talk about taking acting classes and how they're just kind of a fucking joke. So it's like it's made me leery about even getting into it because it's like, well, am I going to get taken for a ride by fucking some snake oil salesman, or am I going to get like a beneficial like interaction from this?
I took one and got a refund on it finally, but it was
Really?
Dude. I told the lady when I emailed before signing up, and I said, I'm telling you right now, I don't know anything, so I don't know if this is even the right class for me. But I was like, I need like beginner. Oh yeah, sure, because they're trying to get a sale.
Yeah.
Me, Kane Holloway, and our buddy Mike Coletta, we went to this thing, and the first thing, dude, this lady, it's like the main lady that is the acting coach. It was her daughter teaching this class. And there's a black girl on stage and this Asian dude, and she's talking to the black girl, and like they're like it's like a kind of a dating scene.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm not feeling it. So she says to the black chick in front of everybody, she's like, have you ever done it in your booty? Basically, have you ever had anal sex? And the girl's like, yeah. And then I don't remember what she was trying to prove. At one point, the Asian dude says, quote, he goes, "This is retarded." I was like, yikes. And then there was another scene these two people were doing where she just throws a water bottle at them into the scene. And then they keep going and she starts screaming. She goes, "No, react. You have to react to the water bottle." But then you'd also be like, yeah, but where would that ever happen where a ghost just throws a water bottle into my apartment?
Yeah.
It's so it was so weird. And so then they wanted me to do a scene from There Will Be Blood with someone else, and I was going to either be the guy getting slapped or slapping somebody in this scene. And I feel like I told you, "Hey, I don't know how to drive. Can you teach me how to drive?" And your response was, "Cool, we just entered you in the Daytona 500." I'm like, I don't know shit. And so
What kind of building was it in?
what the fuck? The one with walls?
Yeah, like was it like shoddy exterior or like?
No, it was in like on Melrose or right off of Melrose. What kind of building was it in? All right, what's your goals?
Go to
Drake?
Compton for this acting class.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a holdover from 2019 that I did not achieve, and it's just do the Tempe Improv.
Ah,
There you go.
Nice.
I've had that holdover for a minute.
nice.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is that it? That's the one?
That's like the overarching one. Yeah.
Do you have any
That's
others?
Aim a
Get
little
physically
higher, Drake.
stronger
Okay.
and write a good joke. That's like
Pretty lofty, Drake. All right.
Dreams big, this kid.
Yeah.
Real dreamer.
Speaking of, you were mentioning festivals. I just got confirmation that actually Darrell Spires called me. I got accepted to the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition again.
Yeah, buddy.
But it's it's funny. It for those that
You're
don't
one of
know.
the blackest comics.
Is it,
I
so
know.
it's in Oakland.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I love it. He was trying he was just trying to be racist. But you're
Yeah.
like, no, it's just
So I did it 2 years before. I did it 2 different times before. One year I was the only white guy in the finals, and
Jesus.
and
How many other white people were there?
I'm trying to think how many people were in the thing together.
A handful. Just
Yeah.
a couple little white fingers.
Whoa, weird.
Do you know Naeem Elliott?
handful.
Have you ever hung out with Naeem Elliott?
Naeem Elliott?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tall, lanky dude. He's from Oakland. Funny, yeah.
Does he live here now?
He did. I think he's over in Reno now.
I know that my buddy Dave Getzoff was there. Noah Garden Schwartz. Those are like 2 of the white comics. Matt Rife was there.
That Rife's too pretty. I don't trust him.
Yeah, he used to go by like he did, and this is when he was like 16 or 17, and he would his intro is he said he called himself the Justin Bieber of comedy.
Stop it.
Oh yeah, you bring it up to him now, it's hilarious. He's like, ugh, yikes.
Off, right?
I fucking love it. But no, but so the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition went away for a few years, but they're back this year. And I got an email, and if you had been in the finals before, you can resubmit. And
You can be like a free link.
yeah.
Nice.
So I was just like, and it's the weekend of Valentine's Day weekend.
So you're in?
Yeah, I mean, he called me
Fucking
today.
A.
He was like, but I don't, it's all if I don't get work on that weekend. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I doubt they're gonna have me win it.
Dude, that
Oh,
type
okay.
of, I mean, you probably,
They'd kind of be like spitting in Oakland's face, and you
Yeah.
don't. That's one city's face you don't spit into.
But
I'll fucking kill you.
It's awesome though. The festival's awesome. I did it when I moved to LA from Seattle. I got more from the connections I made at the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition than anywhere else. It was
Really?
crazy. All these guys, I would see them up at Tickle Me Tuesday or whatever the fuck it was called, at a comedy store, and they would hey, what's up, Big Irish? Blah, I got this show. You want to do a spot? I got a lot of shit.
That's
from
dope.
It was crazy, yeah. So it's funny. Kev did it one year too, and I think that's his biggest bomb he's ever had.
No.
Oh yeah, it's my
Poor
favorite
Kev.
story. But yeah, shout out to Bay Area Black Comedy Competition. So we'll see. That's the Valentine's Day weekend. What do you guys want to plug? Drake, what's your IG and everything?
it's I am Drake Holliday with 2 L's, all lowercase.
Do you have anything coming up this week? Shows or anything you want to promote?
No.
All right.
I'll be at the Orpheum Theater in Flagstaff on Friday for the Jester Comedy Anger Management
Who's
Showcase.
headlining that? Sean McBride?
I think no, it's not Sean McBride. I think he's just showcasing everybody that's on it.
If I don't have anything, I might go hang with you.
Yeah, fuck yeah, come with. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're in Flagstaff, definitely check out any of the comedy shows at the Orpheum. What's his name? Fucking JC Anderson is he tries to bring really good talent to Flagstaff, which is kind of a smaller community. So definitely check those out. Then I'm at House of Comedy on the 27th for Mike Dapper's League of Extraordinary Comedians, which is a dope show. Mike does a lot to get people out to that, so it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
From what I've seen. And then Valentine's weekend, I will be at House of Comedy again with Trevor K. Wilson, which is fucking so stoked. Like
it'd be cool if you were this excited about Massachusetts.
I'm pretty excited about Mass too, man. I'm pretty
stuff.
fucking excited about Mass. Just the fact of the way it happened for me. It was just that it's a nod from somebody you respect.
Oh yeah.
What are the most poppin' clubs in
Shout out to
Boston
Ryan
right
Cott.
now?
The most poppin',
Yeah.
like a dance club,
Yeah.
or do you mean comedy? Okay.
Vibrancy,
So there's the Laugh Boston's probably the A club in Boston. You have Nick's Comedy Stop, which is not an A club, but it's the longest running club in Boston. That's that's my home club, and it's it's got history. It's the longest running. The Woo Ha Ha is, I think it may only seat maybe 100, but I got a standing ovation there. I got the first standing ovation they ever had at that place.
Really?
And, yeah, dude, it's like the low ceilings, and it would be a great place to record an album.
I've heard nothing but fantastic things about Woo-Ha-Ha, and then Brian is
Glow, yeah, B-Glow.
B-Glow
Brian
is
Glowacki.
he's the house MC there,
Yeah.
and I mean he's just one of my favorite people to watch because he's one of those dudes you see him on stage and it makes you want to write better jokes and crush harder and do comedy better. He inspires you to be better at your craft because his is so fun to be a part of.
Dude, it's so crazy too. I met Brian at he took the stand-up class from the guy that I took my stand-up class when I first started. Dana
You took
J.
a
Vine.
class?
Yeah, at
Really?
the Boston Center for Adult Education.
No shit.
I asked a chick out on a date. She goes, "I can't do it on Wednesday. I have comedy class." I was like, "Oh, where do you do that?" And she goes, and she was taking an improv class.
Okay.
And so she sends me a link, Boston Center for Adult Education, and there's pottery classes, cooking, blah, blah, blah. And I see one for stand-up. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take this stand-up class. Took the stand-up class. And for those that are listening or watching, when you do a comedy class or stand-up class, at the end of it, you do a graduation show. Everybody invites their friends and family, and everybody does good. So I knew that. So I told Dana, I was like, I'll do that show and everything, but I that's not going to be my gauge. So I asked him, I was like, is there a show I can do? and I either want to earn my laughs or bomb. I don't want. And so he had me talk to Scotty Lombardo, who put me up at Kennedy's Midtown. I took Bullet. On the show with me was Shane Moss.
Oh, jeez.
Mike Kaplan. Dan Crone, who's a Boston dude. That's Tyler Bowe. Brian Moot, Andrew Slater, and I got paid my first time.
What?
It was like a showcase show, wasn't it? Yeah, I got $20 and I immediately was like, I definitely don't deserve this. So I fucking just bought everybody pitchers of beer with it.
Oh, look at you, Jay
you know.
Bird. You're so sweet.
Reinvest.
But what were we talking about before I went on that fucking tangent? B-Glow. Yeah, I met B-Glow he took Dana's class.
Yeah.
And I remember I went in there, I was out there doing shows, and I went in to speak at his, or let them ask questions of his class. And
It's interesting. I didn't know you took a class.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Alonzo Bowden took a class too.
he?
Yeah.
I've never.
Some people shit on him, and I'm like, whatever.
Honestly,
fuck, who gives a shit?
I never took one because like I watched that Ari Shaffir YouTube video, which was
3
like
hours long.
Yeah, 3 hour long. Like just do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I like met a couple of the people that were doing classes out here, and I was like, I don't need this.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need a stand-up class, but it also, if you do take a stand-up class, it's fine too. Yeah.
You know what the best class for me has been is, and I'll say this for maybe young comics or people thinking about getting into comedy. The best comedy class is the hang and just being around it as much as you can.
Yeah.
Because like you go up to new comics and like when we're at the mics, you'll say, "Hey, I like this," but you know you kind of lose it here, so maybe think about going this way.
Yeah.
And like you'll give
give him a tag or
you give him a
whatever.
tag or something. Or you just talk to him about the bit.
Yeah.
You know, and like just kind of break it down with him. And just doing that in and of itself is kind of a way you learn, you know. So
Absolutely.
You've been all around. What is your general impression of Arizona, Phoenix comedy compared to other scenes?
I think it's got an amazing scene here. I've said this on interviews and podcasts and stuff that I think there's a lot of young comics here that are very good and hungry. Like they're fucking hungry, which then it's great because it rubs off on me. It keeps me hungry. I'm like, these young guys are not fucking around. I mean, there's people I love watching. Like you always crack me up.
Are we gonna do some name dropping? Are we about to get into?
I think Mike
talking
Enders
Tommy
is fucking great. He's
Ippolito.
not so much of a young comic though. Zach's fucking great.
Alan,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
Zach
his,
Allen.
I think that's his last name.
Yeah.
The long hair,
Montana.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yep.
Zach's great.
Luis Alvarez.
Luis is, I really like
I'm
Luis.
trying to think. Why can't I think of Luis Alvarez?
Goes golfing. He's got the El Camino.
Yeah, just got that nice new car.
You act like I'm dating him. I don't know all
He
that
does.
shit.
Goes to
You know his
Asia.
credit
He
score
goes to
too?
Asia on a whim, dude. He's
I
like,
do know his credit
just
score.
going to
Actually, it's
Asia.
pretty shit.
Luis Alvarez.
Casey works him a ton.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just saw them last night. Or Mike Enders, like I said, I do. I've done shows with Mike, and
I wanted to talk to him about his Chicago sort of sojourn, I guess.
His what?
His sojourn to Chicago.
Oh, when he moved there.
Yeah, you know.
Mike went through a weird period for about the past like year and a half. Even more fun than that, ask him about the FBI coming to see him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta ask him.
You gotta ask him about
You've
it.
had run-ins with the top-tier government agencies.
I have.
With that lady.
Oh, the psycho chick. Yeah. I'm here. I'm right here.
I'm in
here.
the CIA. You're in trouble.
Jesus. Only thing I want to plug is I may have something this weekend come up. You have to go to Big Irish J to check. But I will be next weekend in Vegas at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club. I'm at Big Irish J on everything, bigirishdj.com. And everybody look forward to some big things coming, announcements. I'm having some meetings this week that we're going to lay out some stuff. But yeah, Joke a Week will be coming back. Right now, tentatively, I'm thinking February 1st will be when I'm getting it situated and,
Did you get
formatted.
the new site launched?
Yeah, I mean it's updated. It's
Yeah?
I got a new
Looks sexy.
background and everything.
Looks
Have you
real
seen it?
good. Yeah, I looked. You showed it to me. It
Well,
looks
why
real
you ask me
nice.
if I did it.
Because I didn't know if you put it live yet or not, fucker.
Jay, you know what you could do in the movies? You could be like the bad guy in a horror film behind a mask or whatever that just like walks around all silent and brooding.
With a limp
Yeah.
and a bad knee. Slow down.
Can I take 4 ibuprofen?
Oh, also wanted to say one thing or read one thing because I think it's important. There's a quote. Too often in life, something happens and we blame other people for us not being happy or satisfied or fulfilled. So the point is, we all have choices, and we make the choice to accept people or situations or to not accept situations. Tom Brady. Okay. Thank you very much. Hey, bye.